Ready?
Hold on, I gotta put my pants. Do I have to have my pants on for this?
Uh, Not unless you got your OnlyFans running in the background.
No, no, I turned it on. Let me just drink some water.
This is bad
Is that
professionalism.
bad? Is that not? That's not professional. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me tap this can. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me finish using this toy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that it's not a toy.
All right, I'm ready.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Does
Yeah,
it
what's
got like
going on?
a pulse setting on that toy?
That's
Like,
none of your business. Just go on with the.
yeah, all
Just
right.
go on with what we're doing. You arrive at the solicitor's office full of nervous anticipation. Oh, you nervous? All you know is that you've inherited something from your late great uncle Xavier. Deep down, you are hoping for property, but instead you are presented with a first edition, a picture of Dorian Gray, a postcard print of an oil painting. Not just any painting, but one of Xavier's. Oh, he painted it. Okay. He was a famous artist after all. It's a portrait of an angry man, possibly Xavier himself. But as he had been an identical triplet, what? It could equally have been either of his two brothers, Yardley or Zachary. Zachary, dead and missing, respectively.
Is
Yard
this a pun? Like,
Yardley?
because I'm
Yardley?
thinking, right? XYZ.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I was like, why they have these names? Yardley. Oh, that's right, XYZ. Okay, all right. I get it. I see what
Also,
you did there.
is
Also,
that Derek?
it
They
appears to
fin
be, yes. Yeah.
the
It definitely
drumpiest.
feels like it's me. It looked like me. It, the vibe is
Right.
all me. Yeah, it make me comfortable. You turn over the postcard to see a lengthy and seemingly random list of numbers with a breathless excitement. You immediately jump to the conclusion that it is a code. However, it takes a considerably longer to actually decipher it.
That must be me, cause I don't know shit about no code.
Hmm. Okay.
What if he
You
got ChatGPT?
you figured out the XYZ thing.
Ah man, that was names. This talking about numbers. I don't know about you, but I failed in math. Oh, skip so far.
Oh, hold on. What you saying? I was. Wait, are we in the right place?
Yeah, that's what I think.
1 month later, after realizing that the book wasn't simply a gift, it's part of the cipher. You decode the numbers. The message L2, 31, L17 is revealed. What does that mean? Hmm. After many sleepless nights and endless research into what this means, you eventually decide that it's either the location, date, and lot number in an art auction, or it is direction to a particular painting in the National Art Gallery. I wonder which one it is. Which one would Gerald decide?
It said it took him a month,
Yeah, it took a while. Yeah,
30 days,
he didn't
or
sleep.
31.
He didn't sleep for those 30 days. You know what he needed to do?
What's that? Should have known.
Yeah, to help me sleep. After a long drive to L17, or should I say L17, you arrive in Merseyside. I've never said that word before. Anyone ever said that word before?
I'm waiting to see how you gonna say that Q word.
I haven't got there yet. You arrive in Merseyside, in the quaint seaside suburbia that is St. Michael's Hamlet.
What
The
you know about
date?
St. Michael?
I don't remember. I got to look into that. I bet he got beat to death though. I bet you. I don't know, but I'm assuming he was killed in some horrible way. But I'm gonna look it up. The date is the 31st, and this is your first ever auction. To be honest, you're finding it to be a bit nerve-wracking. All the other people are intimidatingly confident and rich in a mug. But when you see lot number two, you know you made the right decision. It's the second part of the boat triptych. Triptych. What is a boat triptych?
I don't know. I can't believe that's a real word.
Triptych. Oh, the key word was quaint. What you thought I was? Oh, I was looking for the Q word the whole time. The Q word was quaint. What did you think it said? You thought it said quant, didn't you?
Moving on.
He thought it said quant. At first, you thought it was the same as one depicted on the postcard. But when you compare the two, you notice certain differences. A snide smile on this one, but a tense, gritted jawline on the other. A red velvet chair in a postcard print, but faded brown upholstery in this auction piece. The bidding is about to start, so you start to vigorously masturbate and rush to get a seat. But the place is packed, and there are only a few chairs left to masturbate in. One is
Mm.
adjacent to a woman wearing huge sunglasses and and texting manically on her phone. And the other is next to an elderly gentleman in a funeral suit, pinchless testicles, who is silently surveying the crowd. Hmm. The
Okay.
pinchless testicles is what concerns me in this
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What concerns me too is I'm
one.
like following along,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't see that word
Oh, you're
nowhere.
not supposed
Matter
to
of fact,
be.
I don't see those words
You're
anywhere.
not. You're not supposed to actually be reading. You're supposed to
Uh,
be listening.
okay.
So
I'm listening too, but are you reading off of another script? That's
yeah,
another
I
book.
have
You
a.
must
Yeah,
got
there's
another book.
another. I have another script.
You
Mine has
must
some
got the
like what?
what? You got the director's cut book.
Hey, is that how you spell funeral?
Moving on.
No, that looks like fun real. Is that how you spell it? I don't know how to spell funeral. I guess fun real. Anyway, who? I still need to know if that's how you spell funeral. That look
That's how
like
you
fun
spell it.
real.
Yeah, that's that. Nah, that's how you spell
It has
it.
real at the end of funeral.
Yeah.
Hmm. Nope, don't believe you. Anyway, who do you sit next to? You have encountered a new story moment, the art auction. Do you sit by the elderly man in the suit with pendulous balls? Or a woman wearing sunglasses? Hmm.
Now, people know me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm what's just the best way to describe myself?
A
A
ball lover.
facilitator
Uh-huh. Of ball loving? You
of the
talking about how
community,
of
uh,
ball
and
nudity?
I can,
Is that what we getting at?
I like to uh conversate and go
Mm-hmm.
amongst the commoners,
Okay, all right. Okay, I get what you're
but
saying.
I'm more particular to the ladies of the night.
Okay, all right. Now, nobody said she was a lady tonight. That's assumed. She just has sunglasses on. She gives you an undisguised look of irritation as you sit down, but then returns to her texting. However, when lot number two is presented, she puts the phone away and eyes the portrait eagerly. Seeing your interest, she leans towards you, all friendly now, and whispers, "It can't compete with Xavier's art. Yardley's best work was in charcoal." He was never seen without his black, nasty fingers and lips from licking his fingers to smudge it. Genius. You nod encouragingly, despite thinking how disgusting that sounds. Then remark, but this is oil, not charcoal. Why did he do that?
Uh, I'm reading the comments
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're wondering what nationality is the woman that I just sat next
I
to.
don't see what that matters. She
Oh,
speaks that way. And the bigger question is, am I going to remember that voice if it comes up again? And the answer will be no. But, okay. Is she doing it again? Oh, yeah, okay. Took a beat with his brother, of course. That's why this place is so valuable. All the rage and jealousy that is on this canvas. And then she shyly smirks. Not to mention the fact that oldness and the missing third would be beyond anyone's wildest dreams.
I'm checking the comments again, and they say, "How old is this woman?"
Again, not pertinent to what's going on, but thank you for asking. I enjoy the engagement. But don't worry. Just know the voice is very hard to do, and I hope she doesn't come up again because I'm kind of getting tired of doing this. I don't see any quotations. I scan the page for quotations really quick. But the conversation ends abruptly as the auction starts. The bids come in, and Yardley's boat blah, blah, in the infamous triptych is eventually sold for a tightest sum of that goo-wop. The winner is a surprisingly young, hung, and scruffy looking man who seems like he'd be more at home in a tech startup rather than acquiring art. But looks can be
Brian?
deceiving, you suppose. He
Well, how
leaves
Brian get in this book?
he leaves immediately with his penis following his successful bid. You follow him out into the car park?
Oh, and hold on, bro.
Nah,
I ain't
you
that type
go
of
ahead.
guy.
Nah,
I
look
ain't that
like you
type
are.
of guy.
It looks like you are. You going with him. You want to see what's going on with him.
Oh, maybe because I saw it's Brian, I'm about to go talk to him. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what it
okay.
is. Yeah.
Oh, you think you know him? All right. To avoid looking like a deranged stalker, I don't know how you're gonna do that. You introduce yourself as being related to the Boat brothers. That's not true, and it works. He is more.
What happened?
We had some technical difficulty there. What happened? I think we lost everything. We back?
It got quiet so fast.
I don't know what happened. Things got shut down now. I don't know if we're still going.
What you got to check?
I think we're good to go. I don't know. Yeah, we're still on there. Still on there. I don't know what that's going to present as, but I do know he's about to talk. So what's the family on Zachary's disappearance? He asked. Just mental health issues, you say, with a shrug. That was me shrugging. Shrugging don't make a noise, it turns out, so you can't really hear it, but I have to tell you. I shrugged after I said that. He had a breakdown, I think, but the family brushed it under the carpet, to be honest. It wasn't really spoken of. I think the family was ashamed, back in those days. That's him still talking? Because I can't tell. I don't know what's going on. Don't worry, we edit that out. The winner looks disappointed by your lack of juicy insider tips, but then shows you a series of numbers. Okay, okay. These are printed onto the frame. Do you know what size TV you need? or HDMI card or performance plan or maybe a stove, an electric stove with 14 cubits of cylindrical pressure and Wi-Fi capability. Do you have any idea what they mean? You study them and adopt a vague expression. Hopefully, he'll think that you're trying to recall something and not being an idiot. But you really are an idiot. Finally, you tell them or him that you are an idiot and you go home. But later, you return again. The picture of Dorian Gray and use the numbers to decode another message. It's an address and a 4-digit pin. Without further ado, what you do next? You head to the Boat family home. You don't have a choice. I don't even know why they put that there. It should just say continue, but whatever. Standing outside the tall wrought iron gates, you briefly daydream about this chick you met at Goodwill last week. But after that, you think about the solicitor telling you that this house was your inheritance instead of a book. Man, it's a 6-bedroom Georgian house, 2 acres of land, 16 slaves, and Xavier Bolt is now dead and is presumably unoccupied. You ring the buzzer to make sure, and then there's no reply. Enter the 4 digits into the keypad. Beep, boop, beep, 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 boop. How many noises that was?
It sound like 6.
I think that was, you punched too many numbers. The gates still open though because you can do 2 extra numbers, and now you're inside the gate. Without any prying eyes to call the police, you take your time scouting the property, being a total creep, and eventually find an unlocked window that you ease open, slowly snagging your panties on the window as you crawl in, and then it
I
pops
gotta
up.
see this director's cut book.
Guess what it says? It says slowly snagging your panties on the window. You got, why would I make that up? I'm a professional. Once in the main hallway, you pause, adjusting your panties, and you light some nearby candles. Rather than attract attention by switching your hips real hard, you turn on the lights and then study the family portrait hanging in pride of place. Hanging in pride of place? What does that even mean? The three identical brothers and their sister Wendy. Did you know they had a sister named Wendy? I don't
I
know if
didn't
I
know they
knew
had a
that. I
sister.
don't know if I knew that. A pale woman with a barely disguised expression of contempt. You could tell she was mad. She's
She's
angry.
Slovakian? She
Yeah.
had to be Slovakian.
No,
Slovak.
no, she mad. It's a barely disguised expression of contempt. You could tell she mad. But as good as that painting is, you sure it's not as valuable as the missing third piece of the triptych. And you're convinced the codes are clues to its whereabouts. It must be here somewhere. But my panties are in a bunch because I was crawling through the window and I got snagged at 3 S's. That's why I said it like that. But where?
Oh
Which
shit.
which room would you like to search first? The library, the living room, or the kitchen?
Man, you know I just unlocked a new form of
Yeah, I
laying on
heard
the
about that.
couch.
I heard about that.
Eh, so you know where I gotta go
You
first.
going to where you going?
I gotta go put these moves in action and see how that couch is.
He heads to the living room with his lazy ass, and all there are two large sofas. They are designed for grandeur rather than comfort, and there isn't even a television. Brian would not be happy. You spot some family photographs on a highly polished sideboard, but your prize find comes from rooting around in the drawers. It's a letter from Zachary to Xavier. Okay. Okay. Oh, what was that? We don't know what that was. We all know this talent, his talent isn't a patch on yours, but he will insist on trying to compete. The sad truth is that the only way to make any money from his mediocre canvases. Is he talking about his brother? Is he dissing? As
It
if
sounds
he
like
as if he were to die. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The bump in value that pity brings will be enormous if you catch my drift. Hold on, y'all. Now, who wrote that?
it's a letter from Zachary
Zachary
to
to
Xavier.
Xavier. Zachary wrote that? Zachary talking about killing this man? His bro? To lick the
Now he
pipe?
ain't talking about it. He just saying it's an idea. He's worth more dead than alive.
Uh, he just saying? Why he
I feel
saying
like
that,
Wendy
though?
gonna be the one that's gonna do it though.
I
Cause
don't
why
know.
she come out of the story out of nowhere now?
I don't know.
Also, I feel like the one we sat next to was
Hmm.
Wendy.
Huh? Hmm. She was annoyed and texted on her phone, as I
Well, we about
recall.
to find out.
Okay. You wince. That was me wincing. Now, since wincing also doesn't make a noise, I have to tell you that that's what I was doing. I winced a little bit, and also my shoulder went up, like I was shrugging a little bit. But that was me wincing. Anyway, that's what I did. I winced in sympathy for the insulted brother Yardley. Ouch. That had to hurt. Although there's no denying the truth behind it. Still, it was a hard-hearted sentiment from your identical triplet. From the bro, who would think? But more importantly, did they go beyond the speculation?
See?
You knew that Yardley died after an illness, cancer, if you remember correctly. But what if there was more to it? That's me thinking if there's got more to it. I stopped and I looked up.
Oh, cause we
I,
can't hear you
yeah,
thinking.
you can't hear that. But I looked up to the left. These things I'm doing are not translating well for radio, but I feel like my descriptions are helping a lot.
I think if you when you said thinking, if you went that probably would have been the gist of us.
I don't like to make noises when I think because then people know I'm thinking.
Okay.
I don't like to let people know I'm thinking. You know, but if I'm by myself and I'm in a cave, yeah, I'm gonna do that. It helps. Also, I grab my chin hair. If I'm alone, I don't do it in front of people because they kind of expect you to do that. But it actually helps. I'm thinking right now, actually. Hmm. I did that for your benefit. I acted like I was in a cave, and then I started stroking my beard, and it just naturally goes, hmm. You know, if I'm being honest, if somebody else pulls my beard, I actually go, hmm. I don't tell everybody that because I don't want everybody to know that. It's actually an automatic thing. Don't, but I do automatically want to kill that person who does that.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
All right. It's kept.
Please don't tell anybody. I don't
No,
want.
I won't.
I
It
just got
happened again?
interrupted again. Yeah, I got interrupted again. I said too much. I said too much, and I apologize. You put the letter back where you found it. Then you leave your lazy ass out the living room. Which room you want to search next? The kitchen or the library?
Well, man, once a man been killing so hard,
Hmm.
you kind of work up. No need for the rest.
I think he went to the kitchen. The kitchen is a huge old-fashioned room dominated by a long, thick, girthy table in the middle with a gigantic stove at the far end. You walk slowly. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That was me walking slowly. I have very big shoes, and it makes me walk. in an awkward pace. I don't know if you can hear that. The footsteps sounding loud on the stone floor. Yes, this floor is stone in the studio. Kind of hurt my foot. These are platforms. But before you reach the large sink, the tap starts to turn. I can't make that noise, but if I could, I would go, "Eek," and then they go, "Shh, eek, shh." That's the sound because the faucet is kind of rusty. If it wasn't rusty, you wouldn't even hear me turning it on. You would just hear, "Shh." You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you got the water on silent mode. Hmm? Hmm? That's kind of fancy. I don't know if you know about that. With a painful creak. Oh, see, it is rusty. I told you. Yeah. Yellow brown water. Ugh. It just makes me think about Gerald when I read that. Anytime I see the
Wow.
word yellow brown, you know that's his favorite color in the color box, right? Mine is red orange. But Gerald, he likes some yellow brown. Yellow brown water trickles out and gets on Gerald's finger, and he likes it because that's his favorite color. Uh oh, now it's becoming a torrent. Oh, it's a lot of water now. Okay. It trickled out, now it's a torrent. It's a lot of it. Okay. It's just an old house. The plumbing is broken, that's all. You mutter to yourself as your fingers make contact with the tap. That was the noise of the. I don't have to say it. Suddenly, every drawer in the kitchen clatters open and slams shut again. Guess what? Time to go home. Time to never come back here again. As soon as the drawer opened and closed, my phone is already out. Calling my lift. Calling my lift. Going and get the stuff. Did I bring it? I don't think I even brought nothing with me, right? No, I'm drawer open and close. Start walking towards the door. But then that's not an interesting book, all right? You can't do things that way. So I guess we're going to stay in the house after we see that. Because maybe it's a mechanical contraption or something. You don't know. You don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You scream, "Ah!" Spin around, and press both hands against your mouth. That is so Gerald right there. I've seen him do that on three separate occasions. I've seen him scream, spin around, put his hands on his face. Like Home Alone. That's a movie I saw at one point. It's before your time, but he hung out with Michael Jackson a lot. Mm. They slept in the same bed. You are horror struck and petrified, but the kitchen is empty, and you realize that it isn't. What you mean?
Oh.
What you mean? Standing next to the stove is a woman. She has her back towards you, and now there's an icy grip around your stomach. Oh, it's getting sexual. You really don't want her to turn around. You really don't want to see her face. For real. Don't. However, she does turn, and you see that it is the boat sister. The one that Gerald was talking about. The woman in the portrait in the hallway. Wait, but Wendy's been dead for 20 years, you whisper. She couldn't have heard, but nevertheless she nods. What you mean?
Huh?
I think she heard you say that in your head. She could hear you in your head? No way. Can she? But
Uh-oh.
it's
I
but
went.
it's
I
never
went.
too. No, no, I don't. That's not the one I did.
Nah, it's not. But I wonder how she goes out.
Have she talked yet?
Nah, this Wendy. We don't know who that woman we sat next to was.
How am I supposed to know how she talk? How she talk? How am supposed? How am supposed? She a ghost, so it's never too late. She replies. Since my death, I have asked myself many, many, many questions. Exactly 21, to be exact.
21.
21. 21. How could one brother do that to the other? How could I have helped him get away with it? Who was I
Hmm?
protecting? She shrugs, but doesn't make a noise because a shrug doesn't make a noise. You just have to tell the person that you are shrugging if they are listening, and then they will see it in their head, hopefully. But anyway, she shrugs and looks mournfully at you. It is time for justice. You will find the evidence in the pond. Ooh. She had to pause to do that who thing, 'cause you have to do that when you're a ghost. I don't know if you read the Ghost Protocol, but part of it is every once in a while you gotta go. Ooh. You have to do that. Anyway, find it, please, and then you will know the truth. Maybe the truth will free me. Free us all. All? There's more than one of her? That's not cool. You need to leave this house. And in front of your eyes, she dissolves into a fine Sierra mist, which swirls and disappears. Not exactly Sprite, but close. Free us all. You repeat? How many ghosts are there here? This is getting to be too much for me, Jerry. I'm getting scared. Sierra
Mm.
mist. Um, she a ghost. People keep shrugging, and it doesn't translate well for audio. If I'm being honest.
Man, so Wendy dead, man. I was wrong. All right, Wendy.
That don't mean that wasn't her texting, right? Ghosts can text. They got ghost phones. We
Ghost
can look that
phones.
up. We can look that up and see how many ghosts have been spotted on their cell phones. It's been long. Cell phones have been out long enough to that they should be ghosts with cell phones. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's Victoria era, you see a ghost of somebody riding on them big wheel bicycles.
Yeah.
You see Civil War people. They got their guns with them. You know, so it should be out. I should be seeing cell phone ghosts. Where they at? Please go see Gerald. Hit him in the inbox. On still trembling legs, you leave the kitchen, and you are relieved to find the hallway empty of specters. However, before you can even think about your next move, you hear someone laughing outside. That's them laughing.
Eh, Man, that dude must have been a smoker.
No, it was an arrogant and cruel laugh. That's how those sound. That's how an arrogant and cruel laugh sounds. If you ever heard one.
Sound like he
And
smoked 10 packs a day, though.
and although part of your brain is saying, just get out of here, this is a bad idea. Hmm. Your feet run towards the back door, and whoever is finding this so funny. You going towards the door to the. That's what you're doing right now.
Damn, am I that ghost? Because I would be laughing.
You would be laughing this whole time. A nervous laughter, though, right? Yeah.
Nah, I find it so funny.
I don't find any of this funny. I didn't find it funny when the drawer came open and closed. I didn't find it funny that this lady was talking to me in the kitchen. I don't like any of this. And she shrugged, and it don't really translate good for audio.
You have encountered a new story moment walking with a ghost.
That's what you feel to do.
All
That's
right,
what
here
yours.
we
That's
go.
what yours say.
Yeah.
See, my script say you have encountered a new story moment, walking with Jism. And I didn't read that part because I was like, I don't think that need to be said. But mine says walking with Jism. I think they're giving me a different script than you, man. Which is crazy because I see you turning the pages, so it should say the same. Anyway, but of course, when you open your legs and oh, oh, I'm sorry. Of course, okay, but of course, when you open your legs Wait a minute. They can't possibly say what I. No, no. When you open your legs. Does yours say when you open your legs?
No.
Somebody messing with me here. Because mine says, of course, when you open your legs, you are alone, or so it would seem.
Damn, you'll skip a whole sentence, or at least.
That's all it say. Also, story of my life. Maybe that's why I say that, because it's the story of my life. It's sad. Don't please don't cry. However, in the distance, you spot something that is an interloper could hide in a mausoleum. That's right. I said that word right the first time. You think Gerald would have said that right the first time? Nope, he would have said Muslim. He would have said, they got Muslims in there? That's what he would have said. But that's ego and that's comparison, and we don't need to be doing that. Okay? You sigh in resignation. Gerald think that means you finna quit your job. I don't know if y'all know that. Gerald would say, oh, he at work? That's what he would say. But again, that is ego and comparison. Naturally, a family of so much wealth with this amount of land would just have to have their own mausoleum, wouldn't they? And as you approach it, you spot that there's a small graveyard too. What? Why? Oh, it's just great. You mumble sarcastically. That's probably how you did it. Is that is that good? Does that sound like I mumbled that sarcastically? What you think?
I think
Anyway,
you.
there
I
has
think.
anyway there has been no further laughter or any other noise, bar the screech of an owl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But you know you have to check this out. Do you explore the tombstones in the graveyard, or do you try to enter the Muslim?
However, in the distance, you spot something that's an interloper could hide in. A Muslim. They got Muslims in this? All right. Let's see. That's they got okay. Okay. All right. Blah blah blah. You side resignation. He quitting? I ain't know he was at work.
Yep, that's the jail thing. That's what he would say.
Explore the damn tombs.
He put this 2 weeks. Oh, he finna. It seems that no one has recently been buried here, though. Most epitaphs, though I don't even want to go into what he would say if that word popped up, are worn away and covered with lichen. I don't even want to say what he would say if he saw that word either. Although you can still make out a few words. Born sleeping. That's Gerald. That's what his epitaph was saying. Born sleeping. Beloved, 1897. And the clearest one reads Agnes, loyal servant. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. As morbidly interesting as that is, there are no further clues here. So what will you do now? I know that don't say into the Muslim or head around the side of the house. Hmm. Which one he gonna do? But I know you were wondering what he would have said, so I just want you to know that he would have said up there where it says epitaphs, he would have said epitome.
Oh,
He would have said most epitome.
that's a
Or
most Oedipus. Okay.
okay, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Oedipus. I'm sorry, Oedipus. Okay.
Or worn away and covered with lynchings.
I knew the lynching. The lynching I knew, but but the first word I didn't forgot already because that's not a word, and I don't ever want to repeat it. I, I don't know what he said. I know he put a T in the beginning, or mm. Again, that is why I read what my script says, and he makes the choices.
I'm gonna head around the house.
Around the side of the house, you find the ornamental gardens complete with their own pond, and close by is the so-called orangery. What? Never heard that word before in my life. Is it a place where you keep oranges? Anyway, what would you like to explore? The orangery or the ornamental garden and pond? I would be so upset if the orangery has no oranges in it. The gardens have marble statues everywhere, and you're not sure, but you suspect they are moving when you're not looking. And at that point is when I go to my car and I leave. Because now the drawers have opened and closed. I've seen a ghost in the kitchen talk to me. And now the statues are looking at me. And I'm still out here. And I'm still out here. I don't know if I have a tan in this story, but I'm assuming I'm not very tanned. You know what I'm you know what I'm
Yeah, I get
saying?
what you're
You,
saying.
you give I'm saying I'm saying I'm feeling an ever growing sense of doom. You rush on towards the pond. Those words don't go together. Those words don't go together. I'm feeling doom and going towards something, but we're talking about me, and that's ego. That's comparison. I'm talking about the person in the story, which is Gerald, and he is feeling an ever-growing sense of doom and going towards the pond. It looks and smells stagnant. I don't know what he would say, and it's too cold for a dip, but maybe you can find something in it. How do you search the pond? By sticking your penis into it? Or by sticking your foot into
It looks and smells staging it.
it. Staging it? Okay. All right. Now we know.
Yeah,
You dip your penis into the surface while wondering if there's anything you can
yeah. I
actually
thought I
do here.
chose the toe.
No, no, that's what it says. That's what it says. You dip your penis. Yeah, that's what it says. The slow undulating algae ripples out from around your penis. But then you notice more ripples coming all over the pond. Oh, it's getting hot. The water starts to rear up and down. Oh boy. Waves growing stronger and stronger with each stroke. Is something about to come out? You don't want to know. You don't want to know the answer to that. And you definitely don't want to stay out here any longer. I think you do. Now, with an impressive sprint, I guess you ran it out of the water. Now it says, you think about going back to the house after making love to the lake? It also says you have encountered a new story. Moment. One poop deep. You'll say that too?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Oh, I
Well,
thought
no,
so.
it said 1 foot deep.
Oh, yours got 1 foot. Mine said one poop deep. So it sounds like you just got in the bathroom. You're going to be there at least 5 minutes more. Because you're just one poop deep.
Mm,
Hmm? Unless you
mm.
just got one and you just pushing to see if you got more. I don't know. Why are we talking about poop here? You've already explored the ground floor, so you climb up the stairs. The doors are ajar. I'm curious. And you can see the master bedroom, that's racist, is nearby. Whereas further along the landing, there's a huge artist studio, and at the end is a drab small room, presumably where they put the slaves at. Which room would you like to check out first? The artist's studio? The slave quarters, which I'm sure smells like cocoa butter? Or the master bedroom? We here are wondering, could you read the word about the doors? Could you read the sentence about the doors, please? It's the second sentence on your script.
You already explored the ground floor, so you climbed up the stairs. The doors are a ager, and you can see that the master bedroom is nearby.
Okay, good. Okay. You did.
Worries further along the landing.
You said, well, oh, oh, shit. Oh, we didn't even see whereas. He hit the whereas. I don't even remember reading that. I might have not read that. Oh, damn. He said, whereas and ager. If you're keeping up. Now we're
We're going
moving on to
to
the
the master
Master
bedroom.
Lord Master bedroom. Racist. Oh,
Oh shit!
here I am again. You can't see this because you're listening to the audio, if you are listening to the audio, but there's a perfect picture of me on screen right here. I'm looking pretty good. I'm looking like I'm in a good mood this day. Actually, I got two buttons open on my shirt. Got the taco meat going on. I look pretty happy. You step into the bedroom only to find out you are not alone like Michael Jackson. An old man is sitting on the bed. An old man who is familiar, as so he should be. He is your recently deceased great uncle Xavier. I'm wondering how he's there and he's dead, but through the wrinkles and sagging jaws, you see the younger man portrayed downstairs in the hall and, of course, in the triptych pieces. He regards you with an arrogant sneer. Right now, I'm doing an arrogant sneer, but you can't hear it, so
Mm. It,
I'm telling you.
it don't have a sound.
No, I don't have a sound either. I'm doing it right now. I'm still doing it. Do you have
Oh,
any? What
nah,
he
nah, you
read?
gotta read. Yeah,
It's him?
he talking.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Do you have any idea of the lengths I went to, all to protect the family name? Reputation is everything. He bellows. You try to swallow him, but can't. And the ghost continues. Why? Why are you doing this? Does George say that too?
No, no, no.
What are you doing? Why? Wow, that story escalated quick. I got rid of Zachary's body and made it look like he'd gone away on business with Business Bear. I've made Wendy back up on this thing and tell of Yardley's illness. I'm trying to say illness. I'm sorry. I'm a ghost and I need to drink some water. Although we all knew it was Zachary who had left arsenic soaked charcoal for him, knowing of his strange and repulsive habit of licking his fingers while smudging black lines. It was slow, but it worked, and Zachary was right. The price of Yardley's mediocre art did rocket after he got dead. Also, if you know Gerald, he would not be able to read the word mediocre. We're glad he didn't read my part, but we would like to hear him try. At that point, Gerald, hey, can
Mm-hmm.
you read the can you read the last
The
line? Just checking.
the price of Yardley's Metacree art did rocket after his demise.
Okay, mad agree. Okay, all right. He said demise though. because we had on Calci Demacy. Oh, we got in trouble again. I don't know if we was even able to finish that. Is it because we mentioned Calci? It's because we mentioned Calci. But on Calci, we said Demacy. Demacy. And and I even got rid of the slave and my unwanted baby. What? This nigga smashing the springs. Nasty work, but somebody had to do it. Do it. Do it till I'm satisfied. And I thought I should come clean, hold my deathbed. That's why I left you the clues. But I changed my mind. The bolt, good name, must live on. Over my dead body. Are you going to expose anything? Well, I think he's threatening you. I think he's threatening you, like he's saying you can't leave. Why
Oh
he told you all
shit.
of that? Why he told you all that? I
Think
don't
you're
know.
regretting it now.
He did say that. Hmm. It's an impressive speech, and if a live human had made such threats, you might have been scared. However, the transparent phantom tries to grab you by your penis, but his hand merely goes through your balls. Oh, that don't seem like that hurt too bad. What the? It says confusion now flooding over its face. But there is absolutely nothing that it can do. It cannot get a grip on your junk. You don't need a second chance. You ran out of the bedroom with an erection and ran up the hallway. This story is weird, man. His hand went through your balls.
I heard.
You heard that? It's weird. There's a terrible bellowing as Xavier tries to follow you, then realizes he is trapped in a bedroom for all of the purgatory. But before you can get all smug about beating off the ghost, the thick, choking air fills your lungs. The house is on fire. That's the sound of fire. Ain't that how it sounds? That's exactly how it sounds. I should get paid more for these sound effects that I'm doing. This is crazy. I scared myself. I thought the studio was on fire briefly. This thing on? Hello?
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
As though a multitude of angry specters were chasing you. Sprint down the stairs towards the front door, but you still have time to notice the knocked over candle. Who knocked over a candle? I bet you did. Not paying attention. You're so clumsy. Blast! I knew I shouldn't have. Boy, I know that's Gerald now. I know that's Gerald. See what he just said? I knew I shouldn't have. That's Gerald. But regrets will have to wait. Someone has already phoned the emergency services, and both police officers and firefighters are arriving. What are you going to say? You found no evidence. 249. Oh dear, poor Zachary's fate will be left undiscovered. Next, you found nothing in the pond, except for made love to it. Oh well, poor Yardley's cause of death is going to remain natural causes. Then, no justice for him. Lastly, you didn't find a missing part of the triptych. Jerry, you didn't do nothing. What's wrong with you?
Well, you know, I'd unlocked that mode on the couch.
Yeah, you did do that. And you did have that moment with the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Unbeknownst to you, we're going to have him read that also. Unbeknownst to you, the triptych was in the house and presumably still is. Whether it was damaged in the fire or not, you'll never know. Never mind. You still got that picture of Dorian Gray. Wait a minute. Okay. Conclusion? You did your best to unravel the mystery, but something's still missing. If only there was a way to go back and take another look. But you never were able to find out. You went on to go to jail for felony murder charges when you let someone use your car and they went robbed the 7-Eleven. And instead of taking the money, they got mad because the machine was out of blueberry, raspberry, icy, and they shot the clerk. But they used your car to do it. So you was implicated in the murder. So you went to jail for it. And it's mandatory too, so you can't not get a lawyer, get you anyway, you died there. And that's the end of
Man,
the
it
story.
showed me standing out there.
No, you died there. And then you
Start
died.
up another share play, man. We gotta
You
get to the
died.
hit note.
No, you died. That's it. It's over. You died, Gerald. That's it. I want to thank y'all for joining us. Wait a minute. Man, that's not good, man. Oh, for a second there, I thought my mic was muted the whole time. It may be. It may be. But y'all saw Gerald not succeed.